Dad just dropped me off out here at the combine. Got something not good. That is a rain shower coming. We don't want all the dust in the combine to get rained on and matted down and in the machine. So we're gonna run to the other end of the field, drop the head on the header cart, and go booking up to the shop. Morning, Bertha. Ooh, that's a little chilly. Here we go. Well, we got the combine in the shed. Now we're gonna wait until the showers pass and hopefully sometime after lunch be able to get it back out, put the head on, and start combining, but it is gonna be very windy. While we're waiting on the weather to straighten out, I have a box of parts. That box of parts is laying right there, and those parts need to go on that tractor. We finally got in the third remote for this tractor, so I'm going to need to unbolt this plate, put the stack of remotes on there, and then take it up through to the cab and plumb it in there. Okay guys, I now have the, well, after a couple hours of work, I have the third hydraulic remote installed. You can see here we've got our 1, 2, 3. You can add one more, but we chose not to because that's another $1,000 that we would probably never use. You can see back here, we've got the whole stack assembled, boom. And now we have 3 hydraulic remotes. Okay, so we think we're getting pretty close to being able to go out and cut beans again. But as you guys remember from a few videos ago when we were getting this ready, Dad only had half of the proper amount of bushings right here on this pivot arm to change, so he got the other half of them in, and we're gonna finish that out. Just finished up changing out all the bushings on the header reel. Now I'm jumping back in the combine. We're gonna head back out, put the head on. Okay, so the beans are ready to go. How we tell that is make sure the stem is nice and crispy, easily breakable. Then we pull a pod off, and if the pods crack open like that, we can grab a bean out and crunch it. Now, when we crunch that bean, it's split in half. That means that the beans are dry enough and ready to go. So now we're gonna fire the combine up and get moving. All right, old girl. Auto header height. Okay. Pick the reel up just a bit, just like that. All right, time to move. We are coming along at about 3.7. When we get to spots where there's green stuff, we gotta slow down a bit. All in all, though, it seems to be going fairly well starting out this year. As I'm stopped for a couple minutes, I'm waiting on Dad to bring me out an Allen wrench. I need to adjust the bands on our HCC reel because they're a little bit out of adjustment, and one of the rows of fingers keeps popping out of it and causing issues. So I'm waiting on him to bring me that Allen wrench so I can get going again. I've been combining now for a while, got 55 acres done. Hoping the breeze stays up until we at least get this field done so we have one of our fields done. Fortunately, we didn't get as much done today as we wanted to at the late start, but I really hope we can finish this field out. That sunset. The sun's gonna be gone in like a minute. Well, Dad came to take over for me so I could go home and eat. He's gonna run it for a few rounds. He's got to keep moving because we need to keep going. As you can see by all the dust hanging, we are running out of time. The wind quit blowing, even though it was blowing really hard today. And as soon as the dew hits those beans, we aren't going to be able to finish. And we really want to finish this field tonight, so he's going to keep going while I go up and eat. Okay, I'm back out here again after I ate supper, and I'm waiting on Dad to come rolling up to the end. Alright y'all, I just finished up this field here. I just unhooked the bean head. It is back on the header cart. I'm gonna hightail it back over to John's and call it a night because it is wet and we got this field done. Well, the old girl is a bit thirsty, so right now we're filling her up, and once we get it filled up, I'm gonna go ahead, pull it in the shed, and call it a night. That light you see right there is Dad on the 14. He is heading out to get the last 2 wagons. So the last thing we do every night after we fill the combine up is we go ahead, use the leaf blower and blow all the dust, dirt, and debris off. That way there's no buildup and we lessen our chance of having a combine fire. So I'm gonna get the blower out right now and get that thing blown off. Well, y'all, I'm gonna have to say, blowing off the combine right before we quit is probably my least favorite part of harvest. You get completely covered in bean dust. When you're doing corn, it's not as bad, but when you get covered in bean dust, it's just horrible. Thankfully, I always do it right before I go home and take a shower, so it's not that big a deal. But the combine is blown off, so let's hope that as many fire hazards as possible are gone. I'm gonna put that thing away, call it a night. So with that being said, guys, that is all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.